South Korea is now led by Deputy Prime Minister for Social Affairs and Education Minister Lee Joo-ho, fourth in line to the presidency. This comes as a Deputy Prime Minister for Finance Choi Sang-mok was initially set to take over again as a caretaker, but stepped down after the Democratic Party moved to impeach him. Let's bring in our Kim Do-yeon live from the National Assembly. Do-yeon, walk us through what happened.
Dami, tensions flared at the National Assembly last night as the Democratic Party pushed an impeachment motion against Choi Sang-mok just hours before he was to assume caretaker duties. The DP abruptly changed the plenary agenda, bringing an idle bill to a vote right after Prime Minister Han Duck-soo's resignation. Choi, who had been present at the plenary session for a vote on the supplementary budget, walked out as the impeachment motion was read and submitted his resignation to then-acting President Han, who accepted, effectively halting the vote. The DP accused Choi of being complicit in the alleged insurrection tied to former President Yoon Suk-yeol's martial law declaration, among other unconstitutional acts. In protest, People Power Party lawmakers walked out, calling it political retaliation for the Supreme Court's ruling on DP presidential candidate Lee Jae-myung earlier in the day. Now, for the first time in South Korean history, the Deputy Prime Minister for Social Affairs is serving as acting president. New acting president Lee Joo-ho began Friday with an emergency National Security Council meeting, vowing to keep security tight. Here's also what he said upon entering office for the first time.
I feel a great sense of responsibility. With the election just a month away, my top priority is ensuring a fair process.
Now, Do-yeon, this all stems from a former acting president and Prime Minister Han Duck-soo resigning to run for the presidency earlier yesterday. Now, I believe at the moment he is at the National Assembly to declare his presidency. Now, catch us up with this.
That's right. I mean, the former acting president and prime minister, as you said, is currently giving his declaration speech for his candidacy for the presidency here at the National Assembly. This comes as at 4 p.m. yesterday, then acting President Han, as anticipated, said he will resign effective as of midnight. First, take a listen to what he had to say yesterday.
To help overcome the crisis we face, I've decided to step down and do what I can and must do.
Following the impeachment and removal of former President Yoon Suk-yeol, Han Duck-soo has been the nation's interim leader. While he was impeached himself by the National Assembly, the Constitutional Court restored him to his duties just 39 days ago. But his move to run for president was widely expected, with some People Power Party lawmakers calling him to run, and recent polling showing him ahead of some of other conservative leaders' favor for the next presidency, though still behind DP's Lee Jae-myung. Dami.
All right, Do-yeon, do keep us posted, please. Thank you for that report.